pro tip, do not go after this target. Yamo the Obliviator, whoo, just down. Alright, took me quite a bit of practice to even get this on my performance save file. Quite a while back, although I suck at this game. Hello there everyone, my name is Obrigham with yesterday some more Let's Play Xenoblade Chronicles X. Last episode, we entered Nocturne. I gushed for about approximately 30 minutes. I fought a tyrant, which I really didn't need to fight in the first place, but whatever, right? Whatever, am I right? And I got encountered by quite a lot of mortal and tech. What do they call it? Tech Tinsula. That's a weird name to go about. And some of them are just barging in. And that's an Insidia. Insidia are kind of annoying to deal with. Anyway, here we are at the Goblin's Era, and look how I speak of the devil. Insidia just turns around and thinks of himself as a jerk. Okay, there we go. I even got a class up. Oh, I'm rank 10! Well, that is nice. Actually, let me get a bit of time just to set my arts and skills properly here. Okay, so what I'm doing is something that's actually real stupid. I'm actually gonna go and try to level up Samurai Gunner. I do not want to change my class this early normally. I'm just doing it now because, you know, whatever. Anyway, we keep a lot of the same arts anyway, so it's not like a total loss in what we're doing. Okay, so I've done something real stupid. I've changed my class, which is not usually a good thing to do, but I did it anyway. So let's just keep moving. We have a lot of ground to cover, as I said. I've changed my arts and upgraded stuff a little bit, but it's not that big of a deal as far as I'm aware.
Friends, hold up! Something coming ahead!
Yeah, no, let's be friendly here.
Hey! Down in front! I can't see!
Another Xeno.
Whatever it is, at least it's not a prone.
Perish the thought, good sirs. Perish and kill the thought. We would never associate with those savages.
Who are you?
Ah, yes, 1,000 pardons. We are called El Sirum, or just El, if it please you. Like the proud no-pawn among you, we have inhabited this planet since times of antiquity.
A friend knows about no-pawn people?
Yes, of course. No-pawn purchase my wares quite often, you know. They're excellent, how should I say, suckers?
I think you mean customers.
So, Mr. L, you've lived here a long time?
Just L, and yes, such a nice, quiet world. The wildlife and insects are also docile, such gentle dispositions.
You know, Summon life is kinda cool once again.
Are you kidding me? They attack us all the time.
Well, the creatures here are hungry, yes, granted.
Gentle disposition my butt.
It's just,
What?
well, who can blame them with all the commotion here as of late? Not that we're pointing our fingers at you, mind. No, it's those prone sons of bastards.
Yeah, we're not their biggest fans either.
We loathe them. They have ruined our once peaceful life here. Ruined! They are all, how should we say, ass caves.
Close enough. By the way, L, you seem to speak our language quite fluently.
Well, yeah, most of the time.
We owe it all to that wreckage back there. What a treasure trove. Especially the data terminal we found inside. It is the ultimate portable snack for satisfying our insatiable curiosity.
Wreckage back there? You think that's our piece of the lifehold?
Certainly sounds like it. Elle, can we take a look at this terminal you found?
Of course, of course.
Thanks. Lynn, see what you can make of it.
On it. Okay. Yep. This is library data.
Let me see. Huh, so it is. The unit Elle stumbled upon must be part of the Lifehold's archives.
So, not the core then.
The entire ship was torn to bits when we came down. The odds of any single piece of Lifehold being the core aren't very high.
Yeah, I guess not.
Now, don't be glum. The Lifehold archives are the sum total of all human knowledge. This is still a really big find. We should try and secure it ASAP.
Yeah, you're right.
Now might not be a good time.
Why not?
Why else? The ass caves. We just came from there, and prone are all over the wreckage.
What?
Uh-oh. This is bad.
Very bad. Let's go.
Apologies we didn't mention it before. We assumed you'd abandoned it. Allow us to show you the way. After all, as you say, too many heads are better than none, right?
Close enough.
Yeah, sure, Elle, that was close enough. I'll give it to you. At least you're trying to be gentle. Yeah, ain't that weird that ancient lifeform or native lifeform to this planet knows English, has different biology, has different vocal, general vocal cords and are still able to talk to us? Anyway, here's Lambert the Divine Win. Why am I fighting this thing and not trying to avoid it? You will most likely always have to fight this thing while coming here, so why not take care of it right now while we're at it? It really doesn't matter when we take care of it. We're gonna fight it eventually, so now might just be the greatest time of all, since we have to fight it anyway. I don't see the problem here. Anyway, let's just focus instead. Lambert, once again, just like the time we faced before, really underwhelming. There's not a whole lot to this fight in general. All you want to do is really just kind of have a survivable strategy if you're just level 14 or somewhere along those lines. Unfortunately, fortunately for me, I should say, I'm more than capable enough of taking this thing on. I have tons and tons of HP and I have a well-rounded party for that, so it really shouldn't be that big of a deal taking him down. Now there are other tyrants that will come in your way later on that are much more powerful than this is gonna give you much harder of a time, but as of now, really, Lambert is really just like a mandatory tyrant. Of course, you don't have to find him. There are ways to completely avoid him in general, but during the first time, yeah, you're most likely gonna get stuck in his path, and we'll have to fight him eventually. So, why not now? Anyway, here's offensive stance. Tornado Blade, that deals a lot of damage, that's good. Let's just attract his attention just a little bit, and let's Rising Blade him. And there we go. Not even, just with offensive stance, 600 points of damage per hit. Yeah, offensive stance, it's great for hit skill in this game, man. If you just want to have a good, straight fight, the hit skilling on it is just fantastic. You will have no problem dealing higher amounts of damage with an offensive set if you have a great heal scaling ability like Rising Blades or something along these lines and you have offensive stance on, it's gonna tear something to shreds. It is just fantastic. There's something over there. Can I get into it? It seems I can't climb this cliff. Of course, this cliff. Or it will be a cliff. You know what I'm saying? We gotta go to English sometime, y'all. Right. Let's get the feel this, and we're very near our objective. So let's get moving. We're almost there. Not gonna let go now, especially when we're so close. Here it is. And Sunlit Spring. Looks like we're in trouble.
monsters just destroy everything they see?
No. This is organized, calculated. We aren't the only ones hunting down the lifeboat.
What was it? All Earth aliens must die, right?
We have to try and salvage what we can. Let's go.
Looks like we have to fight for our survival once again. Let's go and destroy these prone destroyers. This fight is challenging. Going into this, be prepared to have something for survivability, because this fight is gonna tear you to shreds if you're not prepared or have decent capabilities around your team's abilities. And you really need to be specific about what arts you're going to be using at what time, when to track aggro to yourself, and when to do something along these lines. Make sure Lynn has almost all the time an aggro on her. That's just going to help your team so much more if you do. Let's keep on going. Get Tornado Blade up. We have offensive stance. Let's see how much damage it does. Decent enough. Damage all opponents. That was good. Rising Blade. I have aggro. Do a ton of damage in the process. Let's just Magnum Edge for both opponents. I didn't do it. They got physical res down. Every one of our weapons is physical, so that's going to do quite a bit of damage. Offensive stance, you gotta be careful when using this, since you also take more damage when having this art. So be careful around it if you want to have a chance of living, basically. And we'll level up in the process. That's very good. Although we're not quite done yet. We have this aggro. Just keep it going. Can power dive at any moment if we need to. There we go. Avoid completely taking damage. Power dive is amazing if you want to avoid basically high amounts of damage, and the aggro is only. It's just fantastic for this. Looks like we don't have the aggro. Let's try to deal more damage, and there we go. We destroy all of them.
Mistress Goetia, these are Earth aliens.
Well, well, well. Seeing truly is believing, isn't it? Who would have thought?
They're working together.
Why would you do this? Why do you hate us?
Hate? Human extinction is duty. Our duty is ganglion.
Ganglion? So that's what you call yourselves?
Indeed. Humanity is a blight, a great cancer festering on the cosmos. Our job is to eradicate it.
Humanity is here in peace. What gives you the right to destroy the lifehold?
Is that what you call it? So pretty. Your language, your technology. And yet, so dangerous. You must be purged. This is our calling as Ganglion. The cause of the righteous.
Then you'll forgive us for defending ourselves against your righteous cause.
Well, this should at least be more entertaining than stamping out the lives of your sleeping brethren.
This is where things get real. First thing you gotta do, draw your blades at one of the Monarch at her side, otherwise you're gonna have one hell of a time trying to fight these guys. Luckily for us, looks like they all grouped up. That's perfect for Tornado Blade. Let's get our offensive stance on. That means we have an aura, we can build up TP, Tornado Blade, get instantly into defensive stance. Let's not try to have unnecessary aggro. Magnum Mage, anything that can make the fight a little bit easier, and the buffs. This fight is one of the most early fights when you have a lot of trouble just trying to fight for your life. Because this is difficult. You need to concentrate fire as much as possible on your enemy. If you want a personal application of how to do this fairly easily or having maybe an easy time, I heavily recommend using the shortcut commands on the gamepad or on the controller just to give your team a general consensus of when to go for an attack, when to retreat, when to assemble, when to concentrate fire on a specific enemy. It's just a really great way to go about this fight. Okay, looks like she's staggered. We can definitely go for Rising Blade. There we go, deal lots of damage. That's great, that's great. Lynn might be in trouble. Let's activate the Magnum Mage just to say that she's weakened in some state. Okay, I'm at full HP. I'd rather go. No, I'll wait for Lynn to be in a much more devastating state. Goetia has some very nasty ability. Once she's at 60%, crackling electricity envelops Goetia, and this is where things get nasty. Or also do more damage. She can recover HP over time, and it's just much easier. She also deals spike damage, which means that over time, just by being near her, you will be damaged. That is nasty. So what we're gonna do here, we're gonna activate offensive stance, get the aggro on me, activate Rising Blade, Tornado Blade, Magnum Edge, go instantly into defensive stance. Still have the aggro, that's good, that's good. I don't have the aggro anymore, so she's gonna deal an area of attack. Oh god. We're doing good so far, we have good survivability, we should be fine. Although I shouldn't jinx it too quickly. Let's stop a little once again. Let's give in a Rising Blade. Did like 25%, did like 25 damage. Lynn still has a ton of HP, so she's gonna be good as long as she has an aggro ability to attract the attention. She only has about a quarter of her health left. That's good. And still aggro if anything happens. Still have my aura. Probably won't have it anymore. Yeah, there we go. I can go for an offensive stance. That could definitely help. After an enemy drops very low in her health pool, usually what they'll do is they activate what I like to call the evasive form, which basically allows them to gain evasive stats, which is, at this point, she has a 2x buff, so that can be kind of annoying if you want to deal with her. Fortunately for me, that's not what I'm going for. Let's just go all in. All in, baby. And Rising Blade. Oh, hell yeah, we've done it. Oh, I was kind of worried about this one.
Wretched little primates. You don't know when to quit, do you? This isn't over. You cannot escape us on this planet or any other. Sooner or later, your kind will be cleansed!
Mr. Scoidia, now, quickly!
That mech, could it be?
A well-fought victory indeed. Such a shame it cannot bring back that which was lost to you. But this is spilled milk over the dam now.
I just don't get it. What do they have against humans?
I'm not sure how they wound up on Mira, but you saw the wreck. That is definitely them.
Who?
The aliens that destroyed Earth. The Ganglion were among them.
What?
It wasn't just them, of course. They were definitely one of the forces involved in that battle. And absolutely positive now. That Skell-like mech we just saw? Check it against the NLA records and I'm pretty sure it'll come back with a perfect match. Anyway, we really appreciate all your help here, El. But we need to be heading back now.
Not at all. We only wish we could have done more.
I wish we could compensate you somehow, but honestly, there's nothing left for us to give.
Compensate, you say? How about allowing us to accompany you back to your city?
You want to come back to New LA? Why exactly?
Well, treasure trove was destroyed. Without the archives, we're afraid our thirst for knowledge cannot be quenched. But an entire Earth city to explore? Such an experience would provide compensation beyond compare. The thought makes us tingle.
Okay.
What do you think, Rook?
I trust him.
Yeah, we're not like the ganglion after all. We want to live in harmony with all the other species here.
Then it's settled. Excellent. Let's be off. The early worm is for the birds.
Right, let's start heading back. We should report to the commander at once.
Either you picked up another Xeno, or someone's been holding their breath too long.
This is El. We met in Noctilin.
We are El Siruf, if it please you. This planet has been our home since days of yore.
Oh, a long-time resident?
That's why we brought him back. His knowledge could prove invaluable. I'd like to request permission for him to stay in New LA.
We can't allow just anyone to waltz into our city on a whim. How much do we know about him?
I know enough. Enough to say that we can trust him.
All Mirren natives are good, honest folk.
Yes, Tatsu, yes. Anyway, Elma, you do seem quite sure of yourself. All right, I'll share the responsibility. He can stay. If that's acceptable, Mr. Director General?
If you're both certain, so be it.
Many thanks, good sirs. Truly, we are walking on the 9th cloud of 7th heaven. Please call us El. The rest is far too formal. And honestly, we prefer El anyway.
More importantly, Colonel, what happened with the lifehold unit?
I see. So it wasn't the core after all.
No. We confirmed it was one of the archive units. Unit number 07.
07? That would be the LC repository, wouldn't it?
One of 3, but yes. The entirety of the Library of Congress archives. As I recall, the data was stored on units 07 through 09.
Well, thank God it wasn't the core. This situation could have been a lot worse.
I wonder... The LC archives contained nearly every published work in mankind's history. It's not like it's just a bunch of random books and manuscripts, you know. It's a history of human thought, a record of opinions and emotions.
I mean, yeah, sure, but...
So if you stop and consider what it means to lose even a third of that data, it's a cultural and historical loss of catastrophic proportions.
We do have parity data for the archives here. We know which unit was lost, so hopefully we can find some way to restore it.
Let's hope so.
Moving on. These ganglion, you're certain they were involved in the destruction of Earth?
Here, see for yourself. The left shot is from a battle over Beijing, the right from our encounter.
Son of a... Is it possible this is their native planet?
Tatsu told us they aren't from here, and El confirmed it. They're recent arrivals. Very recent.
So, either it's one hell of a coincidence, or they followed us.
Considering they appear to be systematically targeting the lifehold, I'd say that leaves no question they followed us here.
Could they possibly know the purpose of the lifehold?
Maybe the whole reason we haven't found the core yet is because those scumbags already trashed it.
So, none of us would be here talking in the first place, would we?
You got a point there.
This information doesn't leave this room, but we've had several recent Pathfinder reports of Xeno sightings and contact. They may or may not be gangmen, but regardless, I propose we double down on our defenses going forward.
That'll be all, Elma. Please continue hunting for any signs of the lifehold.
Yes, sir.
Remember, the clock is always ticking. We have to find that unit before it's too late.
The Noctoum signal wasn't the core, but rather an archive unit. You've also learned of the existence of a hostile alien organization known as the Ganglia.